Hello, hello, hello. Am I live?
Hello, everybody.
All right. Hey. Okay, this is our first time going live. At least my first time going live. Yeah, first time for everybody, y'all. So I hope everybody's doing good. Here we go. Cool. Please, yeah, let us know you're here. If you're here, drop your name in the comments. Give us a thumbs up, a like, so we know you're here. And that way we can be in touch with you too after the event. So, all right, we're gonna get this thing rolling. So, make sure you stay to the end too, because we got some great giveaways. So, first thing is first. Okay, first things first. I just want to address the inevitable here, and that is COVID-19. So that's basically at this point sadly spread across the world and unfortunately taking many lives. So we're in a time of uncertainty, and we're all doing our best to adjust and protect ourselves, our families and our communities as well. So there's an urgent need for community at this point, and we all need to be striving to be as close as we can to support each other, of course, virtually at this point, but nonetheless. So today we are making ourselves visible for Transgender Day of Visibility. And we want you to see us, we want you to get to know us. We want you to know that we're a part of your community, our community, and that we're in this together. So we all really need each other right now. We do want to emphasize the importance of following the CDC and WHO guidelines right now, including regular hand washing and social distancing. We have a very, very small group of 5 people. 5 people we've narrowed it down to today at the park, and we are practicing social distancing. Let's see. Where are you at, Justin?
More than 6 feet.
Golly, man. I mean, you could bring it in a little bit. Come on. You come right over here. Come right in front of this sign. Look.
How's everybody doing?
There we go. All right, cool. All right, so I just want to... Yeah, okay, so first off, sorry, y'all. I've never done this. I'm trying to make sure I got it all right. Ugh, and there's bugs. Okay, so right now we have a group of trans and LGBT identified Mississippians here with both the ACLU of Mississippi and the HRC of Mississippi. And we've spent the past month working on a rededication and reveal. So we're really excited to share it with you. This will be fairly quick. We expected to do about an hour of a feed today. It's probably going to be less, really, maybe 30, 40 minutes. And again, stick with us till the end because we have some fun giveaways that we're excited about. So really the run-through is we're going to have a little pieces of education that should be a benefit to all people, really, including people who identify as trans. We're going to help you gain a better understanding of TDOV, which stands for Transgender Day of Visibility, which is what we're celebrating here today. We'll have a special guest, the big reveal that you might have seen some like pre-pictures posted on social media of, and then we'll have our big message that we're trying to relay to you today and some giveaways at the end. So I guess that's it from me for now. Let me jump into my intro then. In case y'all don't know me, my name is Jensen Luke Matar. I am the Transgender Education and Advocacy Program Coordinator with the ACLU of Mississippi. The program really does what the title says, and that's educate and advocate on behalf of transgender and gender nonconforming Mississippians. We make sure to include leadership development opportunities as a part of our program for trans and GNC people, and we ultimately strive to make Mississippi a better place for trans people to live, which would mean passing things like non-discrimination protections statewide. That would obviously help all people. ACLU of Mississippi, so TEEP is obviously a program of ACLU of Mississippi, and the ACLU of Mississippi's mission is really to promote, defend, and extend civil liberties to all Mississippians, making Mississippi a just and equitable state for all. All right, enough from me. Let me pass it off to my co-host here, and then we will go around the room, so to speak, or park, and do our introductions.
Hey everybody, do you want me to take it? Hey everybody, I'm Justin Kelly. I'm a volunteer with HRC. So, you know, Jensen has really said a lot about what we're doing here today, that we're, you know, supporting Trans Day of Visibility. We really want to make sure that we are visible to people. We're out here in this park. And so as a volunteer with HRC, we are actually partnering up on this project, both monetarily and with volunteers. So one thing that I really want to try to encourage for everybody that's out there watching us today is let's look for more opportunities to partner up and to lead by example, because we're all fighting the same fight, right? We all want better rights for queer people, no matter where you fall in the rainbow. So let's come together. Let's keep doing projects like this. Reach out to me personally if you want to talk about some ideas. And yeah, we're just super excited to be here today. Thank you, Jensen.
Awesome. All right into our introductions, y'all. Let's see if I can get this to work. Woo. Cool. All right, introduction time. Let's zoom it in. Here we go. Go ahead.
My name is Felder Rushing. I'm with the Human Rights Campaign in Mississippi. I'm a volunteer, and I am proud to be part of this project that we are conducting for the transgender community in Mississippi.
Cool. Thank you, David. Woo, here we go. Oh, geez, I hope, here, let's see. I think even if I bring it into you, listen, I got to be smart about this, huh? Even if I bring it into you, I'm still more than 6 feet away from you. All right, go right ahead, Lainey.
Hi, my name is Lainey Henderson, and I'm a black transgender woman.
Woo!
And I'm also part of HRC Elevate program, which basically explains where we are helping transgender community, especially me in Mississippi. And we also have standards of jobs, healthcare, and other agreements that we have to face on a daily basis. So my job is to basically help my community expand its healthcare and its jobs maturity.
Awesome. Thank you, Lainey. All right, let's see who we got here. Here we go, Ryan.
Hey everybody. I'm Ryan Anderson, 28, transgender guy from Meridian. I am a key leader with the Transgender Education and Advocacy Program, or TEAP, with ACLU of Mississippi, and just here today celebrating TDOV with all you guys.
Sweet. That's awesome. Thank you, Ryan.
Hey, dance for us, Ryan, while we figure out what we're doing with our lives, okay? Oh my goodness, y'all, I apologize. This should be so smooth the next time we do this. Okay, and woo, switch it back. Here we go, y'all. Okay, I got it. Cool. All right, so now we want to run you through some Trans Day of Visibility basics. So what the heck is Trans Day of Visibility, or TDOV as we've been calling it? To answer those questions and more,
Justin Kelly.
Hey.
So the quick rundown is Trans Day of Visibility. It hasn't been around for very long. It was started in 2009 in Michigan. And the idea is it's an opportunity to celebrate trans people in our community, and to celebrate our differences, but also to celebrate the contributions that they add to society. Up until that point, one of the only national holidays was Trans Day of Remembrance, which, you know, is a very more of a sad day, because it's about mourning the losses of transgender people from the community. But today's a little different. Today is TDOV is more about celebrating the lives of people, the people that we have with us right now. So I just want to say that I'm so happy to be here with y'all to celebrate this day. Thank y'all for letting me be a part of it.
awesome. Thank you, Justin. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. We know those are some staggering statistics, and they're staggering to us too. They're absolutely not acceptable. Be shocked. Trans people experience shockingly high rates of violence and discrimination compared to their cisgender, which means non-transgender, peers. Trans people are murdered every year, most being trans women of color, just for being themselves. Trans people are losing their jobs, being harassed, and are evicted or denied housing just for existing. In order to combat these horrifying statistics, we need action. Action can look like many things. So action can look like legislation that protects trans people. Action can look like a friend who's willing to stand up for and help a trans person in need. Action can look like public acknowledgement of Trans Day of Visibility, like we're doing here today, and we're so excited that you are doing as well. But in order to get to action, we need to start with visibility. Fear is derived from the unknown, and laws alone won't shift the fear that is being excused as reasoning for targeting trans people. And as I always say, it all starts with visibility. Visibility will then lead to education, which leads to understanding. And without that understanding, we'll never get to that point of acceptance. And only when we're at that point of acceptance can we truly take action and show our allyship. So today we make ourselves visible. While we believe all people have valuable experiences, skills, and perspectives to offer our communities, that accepting and appreciating each other's differences is foundational, that we can accomplish greater things when we work together. So on TDOV, we recognize the importance of being seen and the crucial role that visibility plays in changing widespread attitudes, relationships, and lives. All right, Daryl, Allen, Zakia, hey, read them aloud. Thank you, ma'am. Annie, just want to call y'all out. Thank you so much for joining us. Off to Justin.
Hey everybody. So those are some truly staggering statistics, and you know, Jensen talked a lot about what TDOV means to us as an organization, but we wanted to know what it means to you. So we put an ask out, and we got lots of responses from people, which we're gonna read to you here shortly. But if you didn't know about it and you haven't done it yet, then please post in the comments, send us a message. Let us know what TDOV means to you. We want to engage with you. We want to understand what the needs of the community are. So we're gonna turn the camera to some of our volunteers today and read your remarks.
All right. Awesome. Thank you, Justin.
Oh,
so let's
don't forget about the giveaway.
Oh,
yes.
About the giveaway? Yes. Yes.
So
keep your distance from me, pal. All right, stay over there.
I got excited. I
know.
So we so stay engaged with us throughout this whole thing. Thank y'all for joining us, first of all, but please stay engaged to the end. We're gonna pick a few winners of a giveaway. We've got a couple of prizes to give out. So yeah, stay with us, and we're excited to have y'all.
Sweet. Woo! All right, cool. So let's see, what does Trans Day of Visibility mean to y'all? Let's hear from David.
Hi. Transgender Day of Visibility means to me. What does Transgender Day of Visibility mean to me? What comes to mind is that the broad spectrum of the members within the LGBTQ community aren't recognized and supported enough. TDOV is a day of dedication and honoring and showing respect to the transgender community. But one day of recognition is not enough. Just as lesbians, gays, and bisexuals have been acknowledged in everyday manner in life, the transgender community must acknowledge be acknowledged. The celebration of TDOV is not entirely possible for all members of the transgender community. This makes it more important for us to share why and how to create safe spaces and start conversations around being more inclusive. Transgender people should feel safe and forthcoming, to be visible and not have to live in fear or of bigotry, hatred, or physical harm. Transgender Day of Visibility is a stepping stone of awareness for our community and support, creating supportive environments that will allow us to be flourishing and breaking down barriers and uniting us in reaching a common goal of equality.
All right. Nice job, David. Thank you so much. All right, let's bring it in to Lainey. Lainey shared with us what Trans Day of Visibility means to her. Let's see if we can get it in a little bit here. There we go.
My day of transgender visibility means, can you imagine feeling like you live in a world with no sense of understanding, support, and love? I'm sure many of you experience such isolation feelings now, as the coronavirus has swept the world with great concern and unease. We're in need of a glimpse of hope that can spark a movement and great leaders, supporters, and allies who can assist in meeting the needs of the loved ones and those who may be affected physically, emotionally, and financially. In a great pandemic, such as the one we're in right now, millions of the people will feel better just knowing that their quality of life is valued. This is a reflection of TDOV. TDOV symbolizes the growth of acceptance, bravery, and understanding that not too long ago seems to be a ways away to violence, discrimination, and even hate. It represents a historic line of people who have taken the time to carefully listen to us, who do not misgender us for their comfortability or label us as mental disabled patients, but treat us as human beings. Although we may fail sometimes and wonder what's next, every masterpiece begins with a rough draft. We must reflect on our failures, but always look for ways to grow from our mistakes. Doing so will have a positive impact on so many lives. We have the chance to create a more informative world that treats people better now. Doing so will greatly impact both the present and future. We can set an example for those who may come for after us, truly evolve, and make a difference in the world. Transgender Day of Visibility is not only a day for celebration within the transgender community, but a day to recognize and give credit to our allies that walk this treasured journey and understand and accept with us. We are giving outstanding ovations and roses to many transgender and gender nonconforming people who have paved the way through our hard work and lives. These people live lives of advocacy, have served as mothers and fathers in the LGBT community, have blessed the world with their creativity, their wisdom, and some have even sacrificed their lives to fight for equality. This day introduces the transgender and gender nonconforming people, a newfound light that shines as bright as our love we have to offer the world, and grace to a society who seeks the same respect and value as we do. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility.
Thank you, Lainey. That's beautiful. We're going to hear from Ryan now.
Alright. So, when I was a kid growing up in Lauderdale County, Mississippi, I had never heard the word transgender. Yes, my parents were loving enough to celebrate me for every part of who I was, and allowed me to take the lead on what kind of clothes I wore, the activities I participated in, and the types of toys and hobbies that I accumulated. Somehow, I still knew the way people described me and treated me in certain situations felt wrong. Even without the right words to describe myself, I knew I was meant to be a boy. I was left without any representations of transgender people, and I couldn't help but feel hopeless and isolated. It's hard to describe what it's like to know something so fundamental about yourself is being perceived incorrectly by everyone around you. Without the language or knowledge of knowing you aren't alone, it can become dangerous and overwhelming very quickly. And that's how I felt for years. A lot of the time, it wasn't the strongest emotion I felt, but it was a constant one, humming along in the background, tempering my confidence, my self-esteem and joy. It wasn't until my junior year of high school that I found out transgender men even existed. For years, I only knew of this one person, and he wasn't someone I could relate to. It still didn't seem like I fit into the box of what it meant to be transgender. Finally, in 2015, the transgender stories that were diverse and vibrant and reflected how broad our community really is finally started showing up in the media. I saw men and women of all sizes, races, and backgrounds who were given the space to introduce themselves to the world. It was that visibility that finally helped me get the language to describe who I am and become who I was always meant to be. Today I'm standing here as a proud and visible member of the transgender community in Mississippi. My hope is that my visibility will help people realize that we are just as deserving of love, appreciation, and respect as anyone else in life. That we're all in this together, and we're all Mississippi. This is what Transgender Day of Visibility means to me.
All right, thank you, Ryan. So good. Okay. And last but not least, whew.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Tiffany. I'm part of HRC and ACLU, and I'm part of HRC and ACLU. And I'm gonna read some of the comments, and also you guys can join in and drop some of your comments at the bottom because we're doing something very special Tuesday. So you all just stay tuned, and I'm gonna read some of the comments.
All right.
I'm gonna read. Oh yes, turn in with some submissions, and I'm gonna read some that we have. And I'm gonna start off with a lovely young lady by the name of Tess. I am Tess. I am a transgender woman. I have always known that. I thought I did not have. I'm sorry. Let me take my time. I'm trying to read too fast. I'm sorry. Right. I am Tess. I am a transgender woman. I have always known that, though I did not always have a name for it. I had neither a name for myself nor a name for how I was born. Those names and ultimately the understanding of those names provided did not come for many years. And the fact that took a lifetime, at least it took my entire life until now. And I'm still learning. So now after 44 years, I've chosen to live fully into who I am and who I am known as. I am no longer put aside with what is unurgent and unrelating parts of me. I will stop hiding and I will embrace the person I will become, my full self. I remember certain dreams from when I was a child that they were always some versions of the same dream, and the gist was this. I would go to sleep and I would wake up as a female, but everyone who surrounded me on the important next day would have always known me as a female. There would be no shame, no embarrassment for my family or me. I would just wake up. Those dreams persist me from time to time. I cannot really pinpoint the thought. My best guess is what I was always around the age of 6 when I started. And we have submissions from Jensen. To me, Trans Day of Visibility means the opportunity to have publicized knowledge and show our respect to those who have fought hard and long battles in the movement for transgender justice and equality. We also have an opportunity to raise awareness around the challenges of trans people and the subjects of daily, including barriers to access housing, health care, and employment as an experience of prejudication, discrimination, as violence as trans people. We have a social opportunity to make ourselves visible in the world. Today, we share our stories, educate others about who we are, showcase to our value, and offer our friendship and support to our neighbors. We're in this together. We also have a submission from Samaya. What Trans Day of Visibility means to me: celebrating past and present trans women, trans men, and gender non-conforming people. TDOV also means raising awareness and discrimination faced by trans people worldwide. We are humans that have feelings, and most importantly, we will not be erased. We are here to stay. We also have a submission from Samantha, who said, what Trans Day of Visibility means to me: I'm able to be my true form that I fought against for 45 years. People who knew me before transition said that I looked happier and I have a special glow on my face now. There are times I have feared for my life, wondering if anyone knew I was trans. I still sometimes fear for my safety, but I move forward in my new life. It is tiring emotionally and physically hiding your true identity from the world. It is my time to rise up, be visible, and help others in any way possible. And for Trans Day of Visibility, a submission from me, Tiffany. To me, Trans Day of Visibility means being authentic, your authentic self, no matter what challenges you may face or the adversities I may have to overcome to truly triumph in who I am. And we also have a submission from Justin, who wrote in to TDOV. What Trans Day of Visibility means to me is an opportunity to celebrate the wonderful collaborations of trans people have made to the queer community. They are the bravest members of our community.
Cool.
Okay.
Awesome.
So let's go and read some comments and let's see if you guys kind of submitted to TDOV, and let's get some of your interactions and submissions, and let's just see what you have.
Right. Thank you, Tiffany. Let's see if I can get this. Whew. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate you reading all that. I know it was quite a bit, which is good news. Y'all submitted. When we asked you to tell us what Trans Day of Visibility means to you, you followed through and you sent those submissions in. So we really appreciate you. It's not too late. So if you haven't done so already, please www.aclu-ms.org/TDOV. And you can also just message us on social media accounts, private message us, or use the hashtag TDOVMS on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and we can find your submissions that way as well. But let us know what TDOV means to you if you haven't already. You can drop your feedback right here in the comments as well. And we're going to put together a little something special for Tuesday and share it on all of our accounts. So thank y'all to the ones who have already done that. We really appreciate your engagement with us. And thank y'all for joining us. Everybody who's stayed put and has continued to watch live, thank you. This really means a lot. Again, this is our first time going live. And so we're just kind of trying to figure out what we're doing. And we just really appreciate your support. And like I kind of said in the beginning, this is a time for community. Sure, it's a little bit different. We need to figure out ways to build a strong sense and maintain a strong sense of community in a virtual way. But we really need each other now more than ever. Trans people included. So thank you again, and make sure you like the video and drop your name or a comment down there, because as I believe, as soon as this live ends, if you don't, we might not be able to see who actually joined us today, and I want to make sure I can thank you personally, so please do so. All right, let's see what we got here. So what's the big reveal, right? Well, I think you kind of already know if you've been keeping up with our posts, but anyways, we'll show you, but first we want to tell you. So first I'll have to start by telling you what we did last year. So last year, TEEP with the ACLU and HRC got together and we said, hey, we want to collaborate on a project and we want to create a safe space for the trans community, a place where we can do all the things that basically everyone's already outlined as part of their submissions. We want to make sure that trans people feel supported. We want to make sure they're visible, that we're educating the communities on trans issues. We want a space that represents the diversity and the beauty of our community, and we want it to be in Jackson. We do so many various, events in Jackson, hold meetings in Jackson. We do great work here, but we don't really, we didn't really have a public space, a beautiful public space that we can be proud of. And we want to be able to use it over and over. We want to... we also wanted to contribute to our city as a part of this too. We wanted to make a positive difference while changing the narrative around trans people. We wanted our neighbors to see our true beauty and our worth while we are in a position to be seen. So what we did is we came up with this idea to build a planter box and plant flowers in the public park. When we selected Fondren Park. And so we gained the city's permission. Thank you to the people of the city for permitting us. And we started planning. We put this really cool event together. We built this planter box. We planted flowers. We put all kinds of time and energy into it. We had some, a presentation of various speakers, including supportive allies and organizations spoke on behalf of trans people and in support of trans people and in recognition of TDOV at this event last year, which was held on March 31st, and it was a Sunday, right here where we are. Ultimately, the event was really, really great. We had media come out, both HRC and ACLU performed interviews with media. Lots of pictures went out to media, and it was all over social media. I mean, I was really proud of it, honestly. It felt like a big accomplishment, and that we had truly made ourselves visible. But then, ... and Justin's going to fill us in on kind of what happened after the event physically took place last year.
Yeah, so sadly we put together this nice planter box and had a plaque, and like Jensen told you, had a really nice event around dedicating it. And sadly, was it a week after we dedicated the planter box, the plaque was stolen from the planter box. And I won't lie, we got pretty discouraged because we felt like that our work was not noticed in the community. And so that discouragement sadly led to negligence. And so the plants in the planter box died. Not a great look for something that should be a beacon of hope. So we came together probably about 2 or 3 months ago and said, you know what, this isn't right. We're not gonna be run out of the park because the plaque's stolen. We're better than this. We can take care of these plants and make it something that is really around for the community forever. So we came together and we started working. We put a plan together. We decided to build it bigger, build it stronger, but we needed some expert help to really take it to the next level. Do you want to, Jensen, also look at this. I printed off this picture of the planter box from last year.
Oh, come on.
I know.
Show us. Okay, ready? Y'all ready for this? Get excited. We about to show you good stuff. All right.
So the planter box from last year.
All right, come on, hold it up there.
This is what we were working with.
Listen, I mean, that actually is not a bad picture. That's before it really, really got bad. Like,
yeah, we can do better than this as a community, right?
We can do better. Also, we had no clue. Like, we didn't know what kind of flowers we really needed to use, which ones would sustain with, and what type of maintenance. We bought a planter box from a store. Didn't turn out to be the greatest idea. And then, of course, our plaque was stolen right away. We didn't think through as best as we could. So we had the plaque on like a stick that was like in the dirt, in the ground, and we didn't cement it down. We didn't screw it down. I mean, like, what were we thinking? I mean, naturally, anybody could just swing on by and pull it out of the ground and take off, which is exactly what happened, like Justin said, basically right away. And so we were bummed. We put in all this work, and it was a great event the day of, and then it's just like, yeah, we were bummed. So we wanted to send a message. Many messages today, but one of the many messages is we are not going anywhere. We are resilient. We will come back stronger than before. And guess what? We want to get to know you, and we want to work with you because we are all community together. So come get to know us. So what did we do when we started thinking about how we were going to come back? Like Justin was mentioning, we knew we needed an expert. So let me tell you about an expert we found. I'm so excited. We really lucked out on this, y'all. So this expert, his name is Felder Rushing. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with him. But if not, he is a national prominent professional multimedia gardener communicator, renowned for his encouraging, pragmatic, yet philosophical approach to gardening, as described by Google, y'all. That's how Google describes him right there. I'm just saying, like, Google can describe me like that. That's fine. That's pretty impressive. But in all seriousness, here's my attempt at really shortening his bio, because his bio is pretty extensive, y'all. So he's a 10th generation American gardener who lives in Mississippi. He has this overstuffed, quirky cottage that's basically been featured in anything you can imagine, including magazines, TV programs, the cover of Southern Living, New York Times. He writes and travels extensively for lectures from his cottage garden and his 250-foot square foot cabin. He's an international founder of Slow Gardening. He's an author or co-author of 18 gardening books. He's won countless national awards. I mean, honestly, this goes on and on. Like, I feel like I don't need to read all. Like, y'all need to Google him, okay? Because he was featured on Southern Living magazine's 25th anniversary issue of one of 25 people most likely to change the South. And so, yeah, this goes on and on. Anyways, I would like to tell you that you need to look up Felder Rushing, and you need to check out some of his work. And we were blessed enough to reach out to him. We had Ryan, actually, whom you've met here a few times, who's been part of this program today, reach out to him just kind of casually, introducing himself and who we are as a group, both TEEP with ACLU and HRC, and just kind of explaining what it is we were trying to do. And I mean, let me tell you, this guy responded back right away, and he was like, I'm in. Like, whatever you need, I support you. And we didn't even know to the full extent of you know, who he was exactly, but he jumped right in. He's like, let me come to my house, let's talk about it. And so Ryan and I, we went and met with him, and we talked about it, and he allowed us to share exactly what we were doing and give him kind of like the visual and the messaging we wanted to be, you know, to be shared as a part of the event, as a part of the flowers selection. We wanted there to be perfect kind of symbolism. When we selected the flowers, we wanted it to, you know, we wanted the flowers to stay alive with little maintenance. So stuff like that. Basically, let me put it to you this way. Felder's probably like the most out-of-the-box, quirkily funny, solid-hearted, and brutally honest person I've met. And he was on board right away. I mean, he gave us much-needed advice and helped us pick our flowers, and he donated them. And he also donated our dirt, and he donated our mulch, and he donated his precious time, and we couldn't be more honored to work with and to say thank you to Felder Rushing. Felder, thank you, man. You mean a lot to us.
Thank you so much, Felder. And so sadly, Felder was not able to join us today. He had a family emergency. So Felder, know that we are thinking about you and praying for you. But truly, we could not have made this project as robust as we did without your help. So thank you. Do we want to share some pictures of Felder helping us put this thing together?
Okay. Let's see.
Felder is such a cool guy.
All right, ready? We're gonna. No, do we go backwards? I don't know. I don't want to make this awkward for people. Yeah. Okay. It's already awkward. Okay, so here's us. Yeah.
Felder is just like, he's just like so fun to work with. I'll go through these quickly.
You're all okay to work with.
And we had such a good time putting this thing together. It was such a fun event. It's been a group effort for sure. Samantha. Oh my goodness.
Yes, can we talk about Samantha for a second? Where's Samantha? Samantha, say hi down there somewhere. I know you're on this thing. Tell us.
The work that Samantha put into this project. Thank you, Samantha.
She's awesome. She helped us construct this thing, the box, like everything from scratch. Like, we are handmade right now. We are stable for life. This thing's not going anywhere.
This thing is not going anywhere.
That's before. Yeah. Oh, wait, so we got to do this reveal. Y'all ready for this reveal?
Let's do this reveal.
All right, come on.
Let's show them what we're working with.
Y'all ready? All right, and then if I believe correctly, so Felder sent, just before we do the reveal, Felder sent in something.
Felder sent in some really nice words, and we would like to read those words as we're showing off the work that we've been putting into this thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to, everybody, maintain our distance, please, as we do this. We are going to reveal what we've been working on, and then, yeah, so Justin's going to read off what Felder submitted over to us last minute in place of his physical presence, which we appreciate him going to the extent of doing that for us. Cool. So here we go, y'all. Woo!
It's go time.
Here we go. I'm gonna move it backwards right now so you can't see anything yet. You get to see my pretty face. That's all you get to see. I don't know how pretty I am. I'm just playing, of course. All right. Woo! And ready for a flip. All right, y'all. Let us see. Okay.
Look at that thing.
Woo.
Have you shown it off?
No, we working on it right now. Here we go. All right.
Y'all ever seen? Y'all.
All right, y'all. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna flippy this way. All right. Check that thing. Oh, I can't rotate while live. Well, that's a bummer. I did not know that. Look I'm learning new things. Okay, here we go. Check it out.
So this is from. Can I read Felder's
Justin,
words?
go right ahead and just stay like right 6 feet, of course, but right here, and you can go ahead and show us what you're made of there, Tiff. Show us what you're made of while Justin reads from Felder.
A girl's gonna show you how to drill.
That's right.
This is from the heart and mind of our friend Felder Rushing, the internationally respected garden journalist and author. He told us up front that he never uses gardening to push agendas, but fully realizes that nurturing life for beauty and sustenance is one of the most important agendas we humans can share. Here's what he says about what we're doing here today. This garden, he says, that we built, it is sturdy and beautiful and represents our willingness to step outside ourselves and use our collective talents and our desire to make a mark on this peaceful little corner of the world. The bed itself reminds us of our responsibilities to one another and ourselves. The box is sturdy but lovingly crafted, sanded, and stained by us as a team. Thanks to Samantha for her guidance and tools and insistence that it be done right. She really did insist that it be done right. The soil mix was blended, like our community, to sustain life itself, and also holds nutrients and moisture to nurture the plants throughout their lives. The mulch is a protective blanket to moderate the ravages of weather. All the flowers were chosen for their durability and ability to survive sometimes harsh treatment or outright neglect. These plants have been selected because they will bloom for a long time and not only survive in the heat and drought of summer, but like trans people themselves, actually thrive without needing much more than simple enjoyment. The flowers represent the colors of the trans flag, as you can see. Blue reminds us of the contemplation and introspection which are necessary for discovering one's true self. Pink symbolizes the love of which our community and people closest to us have an immense amount to give to each other and the world. White represents innocence and purity. There's nothing sinister or bad about being transgender or being open about our identity. We choose the pansies because they're among the only blue flowers for this time of year that last more than just a few days. Later they will be replaced with, can't pronounce the word, Felder, sorry, Angolia. Angelonia, which is super tough in heat and drought and comes in blue, pink, and white. Begonias? Begonias are said to represent gratitude, respect, and admiration. Transgender people are worthy of respect and admiration as much as anyone else. They also symbolize the uniqueness and individuality. The trans community is full of creative and vibrant souls. The most important takeaways from these plants, this garden, is that like us, they are beautiful on their own, but really shine by the sides of others. Like all members of the LGBTQ community, these flowers are resilient and will not be easily forgotten or trampled. We are durable and adaptable by necessity, and we will flourish even in the hardest environments. And we will make the most of any kindness and understanding we are given. We drink it and store it as vital. Finally, Finally, Felder reminds us and encourages us with his longtime mantra, deep breath Ryan, that flowers don't care who you are, what you are made of, who your mama and them are, whether you go to church or are involved with politics or any other human construct, or who you love for any reason. They, like we, are important in the big picture, and those who pause to enjoy us and share our truly unique beauties will be all the more blessed in their own lives. Thank you, Felder. That's beautiful.
That is great. Thank you so much, y'all. Give it up for Justin. Give it up for Felder. That's amazing. Here we're gonna be real right now. So there's the technical difficulty right behind me. That's my backdrop right now that fell to the ground. Thanks, Felder. All right.
Christianopoulos says, "They tried to bury us. They did not know we were seeds."
Thanks, Ryan. That's our quote right there. We are seeds, and we will come back, and we will grow. That's beautiful. All right, y'all. Cool. So awesome. That's it, y'all. That's it. Now we worked real hard on this. We encourage y'all, of course, maybe not right now, but hopefully soon here when, when we get this pandemic in control and everybody is safe and, we can get on out here and put some events together and really enjoy this space. Those flowers haven't even bloomed yet. They're kind of, I guess, barely there, but they're going to get big. This is going to be so beautiful. We plan on inviting all of y'all to come out and join us for some fun stuff moving into the future. All right, so let's talk about giveaways. How many people do I have right here right now? 19 people? Okay. Y'all are all in the hat right now for giveaways, okay? So if you made it this far, again, we just want to say thank you. We really, really appreciate you. If you haven't dropped your name down there to let us know that you actually are here, drop it now. And drop your t-shirt size, please. Drop your t-shirt size. Unisex, technically men's sizing, but we're saying unisex because clothing is not gendered. Unisex t-shirt size in the comments below. We are giving away some of these t-shirts. We only have a few to give away. Probably do maybe 2, 3. Probably 3. Let's do 3. But these shirts right here. Trans People Belong t-shirts. And what we're going to do is, we're going to stay right there, Ryan. I'm about to get the back of that shirt. We're going to pick a few people at random. Of course, you have to drop your t-shirt size right now. Drop your t-shirt size. And we will... Ooh, look at this. I have some models. Y'all spaced out enough? Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you my models. Okay, models. We got model 1. Here we go. Trans and non-binary people belong in restrooms and schools, in the military and sports and workplaces and families everywhere. Drop your t-shirt size, y'all. We're going to pick at random. Okay, we got the front of the shirt here. Here you go. Get it, girl. Thank you. And then over here, Tiff. Here we go. Nice little... Oh, look at... She's so smart. She moved her hair to the side because she knew that would cover the back. Look at you. I wouldn't have even thought of that. I'm just saying. You rock. All right, so I'll do 3. We'll do 3 people, y'all. You got to put your t-shirt size down below. Make sure your name, t-shirt size in the bottom. Thank you for engaging with us. And I do want to let you know that, let me flip back to me. So TDOV is actually, TDOV technically is on March 31st every year. So that would be this upcoming Tuesday. We planned this before this pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, so we've had to make a lot of changes. Obviously, we trimmed down significantly the number of people here. We made this a live stream event instead. It's been a challenge, but it's been super fun. And And we wanted to do it on a Sunday originally in hopes that more people would be able to come out to the park. So we kept the same day, but Trans Day of Visibility is actually Tuesday. And so find a way to acknowledge the day. Find a way to show support to the trans community. I have, if I could, sorry, hold on one second. Jeez, where's my stuff? I don't know. All right, forget that, y'all. I have some really cool materials, y'all. Some top 10 ways. Go to the ACLU website. There's top 10 ways that you can support trans people on Trans Day of Visibility. I'll also post it on our social media accounts, so Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so y'all can check it out. Just make sure that, of course, when it says things like invite a trans person to lunch, that you are obviously being very well aware of CDC and WHO guidelines, and that you are not physically meeting with trans people for lunch right now. So I'll send that out. Please keep up with the ACLU and TEEP on social media. We are working on some upcoming virtual gatherings that will be provided to offer support and education to trans people, but also to our allies. So you don't need to identify as trans to be a part of these conversations. We're going to call them TEEP Tuesdays, and keep a lookout. We're going to see if we can get everything together to begin for this upcoming Tuesday. So just be on the lookout, watching our social media accounts. And now I'm going to pass it off to Justin for his thank yous.
Yeah. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out here. I'm so excited about this partnership between ACLU and HRC and how we can work together to really make something really beautiful. So I know Jensen said it, but please come out to Fondren Park. Please come see this piece of art that we've put together. And if you represent another LGBT organization, add something to the area. I'm thinking a bottle tree over here. The possibilities are endless. And so thank you so much. And as Jensen mentioned, I'm a volunteer with HRC. We too have some virtual events coming up. I won't go through them, but please do go to our Facebook page, HRC Mississippi, and see some of those upcoming virtual events and what we have going on throughout the year. Thank you everybody for joining us. This has really been such a treat. And thank you, Jensen.
Awesome. Thank you, Justin. And real quick. Okay. Here we go. This is what I was referring to. Top 10 ways to celebrate Trans Day of Visibility. Use hashtag TDOVMS on social media. Number 2, post trans-specific facts and statistics to social media. Number 3, take a trans person to lunch. How about just have a conversation? Let's roll with that. Don't take a trans person to lunch right now, but have a conversation. You can do that online. You can do that over the phone. Volunteer at a TDOV event in your community. We have stuff coming up that's virtual, so volunteer, y'all. Donate to a trans organization in your community. Hey, or LGBT organization. You can donate to TEEP with ACLU. You can donate to HRC. We're doing some great stuff, y'all. Sometimes you might not have time to physically get involved in certain ways, but you might be able to donate. Wear trans pride colors, pink, white, and blue, y'all. Light pink, white, and light blue, I should say. Reach out to legislators, elected officials, and discuss trans-specific issues. We do have a lot of legislation right now that we're working to get passed in the state of Mississippi that's inclusive of not just trans people, not just LGBT people, but all people. And so it'll impact you, and we want you to get involved with that. And how about host your own TDOV celebration and invite your friends? Do something of your own. Get it started on social media. Get involved. Ask local media to feature a story about a trans person or a trans-specific issue. Reach out to media, y'all. And last but not least, hey, join the TEEP program with ACLU or join HRC. How about that? Cool. Now, let's flip around and we'll get a final visual. Thank you all so much. We appreciate you again. Let's get a close-up visual of our plaque, and then we're going to goof off and you can watch these volunteers get wild. All right, y'all. Have a great day. All right. Get it, Laney.
Show them how to use the drill.
All right.
That's it.
Say Facebook needs to change their rules so we can play some music right now. Uns. There you go, lady, get it. Yeah. Oh, come on, you can do better than that. You can do better than that. All right, y'all, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.